Hey everybody, it's Ryan. Welcome back to How Farms Work. We've got the 4640 back, and it's got a set of new brake pads in it. We've got it hooked up to the KUHN FC 4061 TCD, and in this video we're going to be taking the mower down and mowing everything that we had cut in June with both mowers. So if you guys will remember, we went down into the bottom. Travis did the outside when we first used this mower and knocked everything out. So I've got it pulled into the doorway here because I am going to be inspecting / changing some of the blades. Just from a quick look at them, they look pretty good. So I'm gonna leave in what I can, maybe just flip them over. Really once I get down and actually have a closer look, then I'll decide what to do. But what we're gonna do firstly is that. So this mower needs to be greased up and everything yet. So we're gonna take off our handy dandy quick change tool here on the tongue, and we're gonna be changing these blades out. Calvin, you're in my way, bud. So this is a 13-foot mower. It's got 9 turtle shells underneath that have 2 blades each. So because it has the quick change knives on them, all we gotta do is take this tool, slide them underneath the knives, pry down, and they'll pop right out. So let's get to work. Today's a warm one. I had to break into my nephew's freeze pop stash in the freezer in the garage. Nobody let him know. Sorry, Jack. Three things that I like to keep with whenever I'm changing the blades are a flat screwdriver, just so you can dig out this portion right here to get all the gunk out, so that the tool can flex the quick change bar enough so that you can get the knife in and out of there. And then I also like to carry along a rubber mallet, just so I can lightly tap the blade once I pry it open, just to get any of this gunk off the knives. It just makes changing them a little bit easier. You don't gotta fight the crusty crud. All but 2 of these I've just swapped around so far. I'm probably gonna replace the ones on the end over there. Woo.
Culver's, French fries. I ate some.
Oh, okay.
A sandwich for me.
Oh. What did you get for me?
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
Just kidding. This is for you.
Sunday fun day. So we're in the 4640, and it seems like we just did this, but it's time to mow hay again. So we are going out to my 11-acre field. I'm gonna cut that, and then we're heading down to the valley to cut the bottoms with Travis again, and then we're gonna do the 30-acre field that we originally had done on first cutting down there. So I'm gonna head out to the 11 acres now. I have to switch the impellers over to the Turtle, which is the slower RPMs, and that's meant to not damage the alfalfa quite so much. It's supposed to be better for alfalfa, whereas the higher speed is better for grass, like impeller conditioners typically are. So I'm gonna do that once I get out there. I gotta open the gates to get out to the 11 acres. So while I'm out, I'll flip that over, and then we should be good to go to start mowing. We're out at the field now, and this is the field that we had spread manure on. And as you can probably tell, can't really tell that we had spread manure on it. There's no negative effects from driving on it. It actually came back quite nice. It's a nice full field. So how we can tell that it's time to start cutting this again is by looking at the buds. So you don't want to have a field of alfalfa that's budding out. A good sign for us that it's time to cut is if you see plants that are actually starting. So most of them are not budding out yet. However, there are select plants that have buds on them. And right now is about the time where we like to cut it. So if there are buds on the plant, that's usually a sign that it's getting to be too late. Not really too late, but you're losing quality. And but from what we've noticed, there's not a huge loss if you don't get to it right away. Say it rains and you have more buds out there than not. Typically for us, since we raise beef, not a big deal. We're on Turtle now. Since I am not going to be tedding this, I want to lay it out flat. I want to handle this alfalfa as few times as possible because I'm going for quality alfalfa here. So I'm not putting the shrouds in, but we are going to be putting them in down at the valley. Another adjustment that I can make is the shroud for the impellers. So if I want it to be more aggressive, to get more of the alfalfa or grass, you can set it down. Well, it's one notch from being all the way closed down. I'm going to raise it up 2 notches. Now we should be good to go.
Hey, handsome boy, long time no see, huh?
Hey, hey. Look at who remembered to bring what I forgot.
You.
Well, looking ahead, you can see how much field ground I gained by coming out here and mowing with the skid mower. That's like a full pass with the brush mower. I don't go all the way out because there's still some tree stumps that need to be eradicated, but it's a good healthy start. Now I'm out having a look to see how the conditioner is doing. So you want to make sure that there's a kink in the plant about every 1.5 inches, which is what it looks like we got. I might tighten the conditioner down a little bit because it seems like some of them aren't getting hit, but what is getting hit, like this one, seems to be pretty good. So I'm going to tighten it down a little bit, and I'm actually going to remove that wide kit again to see if I can get it a little bit more consistent. But otherwise, I'm pretty happy with how this mower cuts. I mean, seems like it dries down really good compared to the roller we had last year. Yeah, I'm gonna tighten that conditioner down, just that shroud down just 1 notch. Just finished the 11 acres, time to head down to the valley. Material isn't nearly as thick as it was first cut, but still pretty thick. So we've got a fix down here now to keep the grass from wrapping up in the PTO. Little rubber flap right there, just a piece of belt to keep the grass from sticking up and getting tangled. Pretty simple fix. We have a similar setup on the 7600 to keep the pin from getting tugged out from the grass growing through. So it's kind of the same deal, but except it's down here, it's for the pin. Time to put these shrouds in, and I'm gonna leave them as tight as I can get them, and then just kind of go from there, see how tight he's got them. So his intention is to come out and ted all of this tomorrow or the next day, depending on how the weather dries and whether we keep getting all this smog. I'd say it's leaving a pretty identical windrow. I forgot to slow or speed up the conditioner, and now I'm dropping it back down one notch from all the way closed. Well, we just ate something. Let's go figure out what the knives look like. Ooh, nice and wet. I don't know what it ate, but I think it's somewhere in here. Looking at the bite marks, I'd say this is the one. Yeah, she's hitting. Just a little bit. Folks, when you hear a grinding sound, stop! That fixed it. I just hope whatever caused that is GON gone. We just finished the upper bottom. Looks like Travis is done with the lower bottom. Now he should be working on the field on top of the hill over to the east. So we're gonna go over there and keep working to get that field done. just finished cutting the field. Travis is gonna finish up that little sliver that he's got over there. And that's gonna be that. So current plan is to break it midweek and see how fast it dries. I wouldn't think that it's gonna take too long considering he's planning on tedding it, and with the heat that we've been having, I don't really see it holding moisture very well. So I'm gonna head back to the farm. So my buddy's house is on the way back from the valley, so I had to stop and give him some crap because that's the way it is. But I noticed that he hasn't mowed his lawn recently, so might give him a little help out with trimming. Notice anything missing here? Oh yeah, that's probably it. I was driving along and I lightly tapped some tree limbs that were just hanging down. And I think I must have knocked it loose this morning when I was doing the 11 acres, because the tree limb that I hit, I definitely wouldn't have expected for it to knock the rain cap off the exhaust, but it did. And I thought I saw something land in the grass behind the tractor, and I thought it was a piece of plastic, but I stopped the mower and got out and checked, and I'm glad I did because it was the rain cap. So not a big deal. Kind of needed a new one on there anyway, but that one I think is still good. We might be able to pop that back on. I haven't looked at it real close, but yeah, we got that mowed now, and we can follow through and rake it up and bale it when it gets dry. So that's pretty much it for this video. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to check out all of our other videos. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. All how farms work. And with that, I'll see you next time.